I miss a word there.
I know I make up words sometimes, other times I just, you know, end up messing up. So
You and I
a little bit of
both,
balance
dude.
of both.
Here we have it, though. Getting back into the action. So Aspect's down. There's a man down. You have Blake and Ronaldo down below, farming up here. Who Fishy in the distance. One player up above. Pinch to be in. Bad one at that, because the longer they wait, the low ground team gets the advantage that they're looking for. Kaz, no big guns, no shotguns for the team. They get taken out. Cypher PK is in the box up against Nosh and Chaotic, and he's here. He pops off. He finds one. Nick Mertz is there as well. Big plays.
Scariest box to be in as well. I'm surprised these guys are even going up on top and winning. Cypher
Ooh,
PK
nice.
with the stinks.
And the cutoff.
The pressure down. Nice try to find the next spot, but not getting tags is also big information. You can kind of single out where the last player here is going to be. It's not trying to clutch out, has the shield. Cypher, the healthiest player, is not going to be close enough to actually get on the walls. Now he is. They land the big shot and they wrap him up. They just beat a mythic primal shotgun. That's huge.
That was massive right there for Cypher PK, who's going to conclude all 3 of those elims himself. But of course, it was the team effort from Nick Mertz and Nate Hill.
RPGing his teammate into. These guys are crazy and really want the fight to end fast. Absolutely fast. We're already on the walls. First, make sure no one can really break in. Arab gets knocked down completely, and now this team is absolutely split up. There's no chance they have the structure to stay alive here. They're back towards the walls. Half of them not even their own. Breaking in once again. Hen tries for a big shot, but it's not enough. Everyone survives. Damaged, but basically unscathed.
This is the scariest kind of trio, the one that just keeps pushing. They want to get in the box, they want to hit their shots, and they don't stop. Even with low HP on the counter side, they are willing to play. Here we have Coop, Tabs, and Knifer, though. We're hopping over to the other side, just outside the Bony Burbs. We saw this fight before take place as teams rotate in. Dubs Mega being on the losing side, though. I see no third. Where is Illest? Blake and Okis, Ronaldo pushing on in. They already have 3 elims. They're staying active, but no, the punishment comes through. Blake's down.
Losing on the mix-up again. Ronaldo going to be low HP once more. This time it's not going to be to Aspect, though. It'll be Mega taking out Blake. They're going to have to work for it. Right now, the work being put in by Ronaldo as well. They're getting close and personal for this final fight.
Yeah, and the shots coming in. The third party is Scented, Edgy, and Commandment, who are just there. They wrapped all the way around. Ronaldo punished now. Couple seconds left. Couple beats on the heart here. What is he going to do? The storm makes him make the play, and it's not going to be big enough. But Okis, my gosh, finds Dubs and Mega in a 1v2 save for Ronaldo. And just like that, that was probably one of the biggest clutches we've seen today. And unfortunately, on to the FaZe boys themselves, the 2 World Cup.
They walk in the storm and go wherever they want. Narwhal, Cal, and Slemdo. Trouble in Paradise as they're trying to find their way through from Flush Factory. Plunge their way all the way back into the game, into the zone. Not going to be possible. Drop down shot from Narwhal, though. Silent but deadly, and he ends up wrapping a leash.
That was crazy. That was clean, too. Pixel drop right there. Here it is. The follow-up. Calc once again opens the box up against 2. Goes for the wager edit. Doesn't find it. Has to go back on defense. Lem is down, though. He gets exchanged out. So
zone coming in. Do they get the lock-in is the question. In 1 second, they do. And that is huge.
Big for them, but they're still below the Surge. Basically, the only team below the Surge, guys. 51 players up, and they need to be the ones to find the tags. And there, they get it. They get the knock onto Ronaldo. Okis wasn't there to back him up. Okis now trying to play for the save here. He's going to pick his teammate up, gets him up to those heavy mats, but they have lines of sights onto him. Let's see, was that a fire?
Explosive. That thing goes boom. Pressure stays there, acts like a very pseudo soft grenade, so to speak.
Talk about
Unless I'm
grenades.
incorrect, but that's what it looked like.
No, but talk about grenades. Scrubby's got 3 of them right there.
Oh, true. Mikey's got the stink, Colossal's got the boomstick, and then Scrubby really has the total package. The nuke, so to speak, whatever team they choose to hit with it.
Take a look at who's on high ground. Reminiscent of yesterday's heats here. Felix, Pose, and Sparebow on top right now. Definitely a good spot to be in. They were popping off in heat number 2. And whenever they had height, they actually won their games. Now, that was in a heat setting. That was in a semi setting. And they managed to maintain, what was it, top 7, top 6, all the way through every single game from heats to semi. So one of the few players or teams as a whole to make some big accolades up until that last game where they were dethroned. But I beg the question, They were doing it in the Heats. They were doing it in semis. Now you're at the elite stage. Now you're at the biggest stage. If they can do it again here, they'll be one of the few to actually pull it off. We haven't seen Sap, Avery, or Stretch be able to do it or maintain. Not a single team actually maintain height and has won it since the earliest pool. So this is very interesting. If they can play the perfect Fortnite from here.
Yeah, and you've said it. They've done it before in the semis. That was their style entirely. They had stuff in 5th. They rocked it all the way till 9th. I like this adjustment, though, from Saf, Stretch, and Avery. If height's not working out, taking it early, these guys are used to retaking it 2 and 7th and going for it just like it's a half and half that's moving slightly. That's what they'll do. And Tragics will be there on the same layer as them, so we'll have to be careful from the right side. Seeing other threats ahead. Jack, Acorn, Carry as a solo player. Right above is Frisk, and then Commandment. They're moving up now, trying to get in position for that retake later on.
Oh,
we'll see if it's stopped. Is this a retake that already happened? Commandment has heights.
Yep. They were in front of the zone. They get the pull and they crank out, and it seems like they pull it off here. Commandment now switching over to the hard bats, already at 5 eliminations, meaning that they're setting themselves up for a big game. Let's not forget here, this team being one of the few teams that has 2 IGLs on him. Commandment, who takes over in the end games. Scented, who typically has the brains for those early game instances and engagements. Both of them, though, hybrid, very flexible, very versatile, very well-rounded players.
The job for Commandment right now is just to connect dots, confirm their high ground position over and over again. He's reattached it about 6 different times while we've been watching this big POV from top down, and now he has the chance to rattle shots down as it bounces back.
Right,
so,
like it pulls perfectly back as well. Like it wasn't even, not even an angle change. Like it was like, nope, reverse. Like straight back.
Oh man, Cha-Cha slide all the way back to the 6th zone basically while we're in the 7th. And we'll see exactly what teams will do to utilize the advantage they have of going back on their own builds. Jack is listening to the shots right above him, not actually getting fired upon though, as Scented looks down, tries to find a little bit of shine through with this. What is this? The legendary Primal AR, huge for damage on the builds. Neon though will try to stay alive with Trap and KJ Rob. They've been playing 2nd, 3rd height. They're now getting bullied by Jack. This is actually a cerebral war between these 3 different layers. Whoever cracks first or takes damage will be the one to fall.
Let's pay close attention to KJ, Trap, and Neon here, who are way down in the standings, but now finally has clawed their way back up to an end game. Remember, this is the middle of the pack situation. Teams are going to slip down. Others are going to rocket up. It's about how you play out all your games that really matters. And there is anything that can still unfold here. Cease's going to try to get into the tarp. No, gets cut off by the teammate. Couldn't make the edit fast enough, and they're in the mix. Tragic goes all the way down. Barely any mats to play with. He is now, what we like to say, playing with the house money here. How can he figure this game out? He's trying to go all the way around the outskirts here. Stay low key. Nice movement. Keep into the right camera peek there. Definitely how you want to do it. Vix is going to fall here to Suscript. Nice. But it's only Suscript and Cloudy. Top 10 finally.
And tides might have changed. I think Acorn might have retaken height all the way up top for ultimate. High ground down below. We saw Joji a game before end up controlling everything in the underground lair, but Scent is there to wipe out the entire trio with Commandment's help and the Storm as well. 8 different teams now left, 20 players to play this final zone. 60 seconds until its ultimate zone ticks over and over. They're gonna have to heal out. There goes Slacks with a pick on the Suscript. Palazzo taking out Coop Tabshi, not being able to survive either. Are those nades still in play is the question. The high ground team was not eliminated from before in the 5th zone. Sparrow, Pose, and Felix find a new home all the way on ultimate low. But here's Slacks in the middle of everything, still surviving, thriving, looking for shots, but he's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, high ground, man. Putting that pressure down. You got to be careful, and Jack finally gets hit right there. And it's not going to stop them from having all these elims and still making a great game out of this. They're sitting at 9 right now. Slacks with 7. We knew someone had the advantage before for all the elims, but no, he's saying, hey, give me the record. I'll hold on to that EOMZO. I'll be snatching that crown for elims. Here he is. Edgy gets knocked there with a big pump. When that ticks over, that'll be a siphon. Yes, there. Now, 8 elims. High ground. Be careful. The 2nd ground team's here to play, but no, Slacks gets chipped out. Sparebow finds the one that he's looking for, and now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Sent is still alive, Commandment still up 2, and they have the HP to close out strong. Keeping up. One thing I do want to bring a little bit of attention to Team 5, Iamzo, Paru, and Gonzo were dropped out of that last game. So what we did as a compensation, we took their best and worst games, scored in an average, hence keeping them up in the top 5. Don't worry, we wanted to take care of them in some way, shape, or form. So that is one thing. But up top, the team that got taken out early in that game, these scores are going to be tracked for a lifetime. So you got to keep continuing to play well. AJ, D-Roller, and Vix now slide down to 9th. Narwhal, Calkins, Lem, 2 good games.